Gentlemen, welcome to Windsor, Ontario, to the Sportsplex. We have the Cambrian Shield being hosted by the St. Clair Saints. These teams both last met on October 20th. Cambrian coming away with a win, 3-0. The Saints 4-9 on the season. Cambrian Shield 7-4. We are just moments away from the opening serve here on We Digital. We're glad you guys could join us. If you are watching on YouTube, please remember to like and subscribe. It helps our broadcast out a lot. My name's Hudson Hind. Excited to have you guys along on this journey here in OCAA men's volleyball. Looking at the Cambrian Shield starting lineup. Starting off the lineup, Sam George, followed by Liam Hansen, Kyle Perot, Jason Diot, Curtis Brismore, Sebastian Tremblay, and James C. Rounding out at the libero position. Now turning things over to the St. Clair starting lineup. Matt Babineau, Arthur Richard, Nolan Comartin, Calvin Kett, Zach Walls, Nick Kwiatkowski, and Simon Pahal. Rounding out at the libero position. Last time these two teams met, Liam Hansen with 11 kills on the game, Cale Wilkinson with 12. As we take a look into the stands, we have the Cambrian Shield women's team with the horns in the stands. If you guys watched our last broadcast, it was the men's team with the horns making the noise. And now the women's team paying the same service back. Nick Kwiatkowski getting ready to set things off, and we are underway from Windsor, Ontario. Just out of bounds on the opening serve, and Cambrian's going to start off with a point. I talked with Coach Dale Beausoleil before the game. He had mentioned that he really wants to spread the ball around and choose our shot selection going into this game. That is going to be a key for this Cambrian roster if they want to come away with a win on the road. There's going to be a net violation going up against Cambrian. Going to tie this up, going point for point right off the bat. This is Nolan Comartin from Stony Point, Ontario. He sends that one wide, a little bit too much power. Going to make this a 2-1 game in favor of Cambrian. This is Sebastian Tremblay. He's got 46 kills on the season. Ready to serve for Cambrian. Good serve down low. Hard to handle. Cambrian. That's 2 in a row. As we check in on the replay, that one just way too low for Parhal. To serve. Paul Kwiatkowski to Walls. The hammer. Walls' first kill of the game. Ends a 2-0 run for the Cambrian Shield. He's got 21 kills on the season. 27 assists as well. Key piece as a starter and for Cale Wilkinson this game. As he digs that one up. Good block there. Down the line. Not handled by Matt Babineau. And Sam George gets himself on the score sheet early. Head coach Sean Rayom in his 5th year at St. Clair College, coordinating the team around him. Liam Hansen's key player for the Shield in this game. That one's low, and that one's into the scorer's booth. Too hot to handle, Nolan Comartin. Liam Hansen with some heaters off the bat. 136 kills on the season. for Liam Hansen. He's been their best player on offense, no doubt. Kwiatkowski. And that's a hammer! Arthur Richard. That's going to send Matt Babineau to the line. He's got 36 kills on the season. Sent to the back line there. And a massive spike going to get rejected by Calvin Kett. Great block up at the line. Looked like there might have been a little bit of contact there. You see as the reaction on his face. Looks like he got away with one. Nonetheless, Matt Babineau sails that one. 6-4 is your score. Curtis Brisebois will head to the line for the first time tonight. Serves it over. Kwiatkowski. Babineau right along the net. Set to the outside. Blocked. Keeps it alive. Richard. Blocked. Pahal. Can't seem to recoup that one. 7-4 for Cambrian. It's a good play right there by Jason Diot. Getting Curtis Brisebois back to the back line. Kwiatkowski. Point St. Clair. 7-5. Gotta check the replay on that. Kwiatkowski with a good set. And that one just falls underneath. Arthur Richard. 109 kills on the season. Huge offensive piece. And an ace. Point St. Clair. They're on a little run of their own right now. Spoke with Coach Sean Rayon before the game. They said they wanted to start the game properly and serve aggressively. We've seen both of those happen early on in the game. Aggressive serve right there. Hit up at the line. And that one's just out of bounds. Liam Hansen sends it wide to tie the game up in favor of St. Clair's serve. Arthur Richard back to the line from Woodstock, Ontario. It's his second year here in the OCAA. The serve. Woo! A lot of heat on that one. Handled by Hansen. And that one sails wide. Kyle Perot sends that one into the back wall. St. Clair takes a lead. St. Clair's offense started off a little bit slow, but they found their rhythm. 8-7 with a 1-point lead here at the Sportsplex. And that lead is now gone. 8-8. Now at the service line, Jason Diot. One of the taller players. 6'9" from Sudbury, Ontario. Kwiatkowski. The spike. It's good. Nolan Comartin picks up his kill. 1-point lead for St. Clair now. St. Clair unable to come away with a set last time these two teams played. St. Clair was on the road. As we look at Calvin Kett getting to the line, 40 kills for him on the season. Sends that one long, and it's going to be out of bounds. Point for point right now, Calvin Kett subs out. Pahal subs in for Libero. Sam George at the line. And that one's an ace. Sam George, second in the OCAA in assists per set. He's got himself an ace, covering multiple stat categories. Sam George back to back. Kwiatkowski for Walls. Good dig right there. Low shot in by Perot. Richard. Great dig right there by C. Kwiatkowski. Brisebois sends it just to the back. And that one's inbounds. Cambrian point. The lead is 2 for them now. James C. saved the team multiple times right there. Looked like it deflected off a St. Clair member. Nonetheless, Sam George will return back to the line. They're going to call a line fault. Stepped on the line. St. Clair. They'll be at the line now, getting the possession. Nick Kwiatkowski. One of the key players in assists this season. Second in the OCAA in total assists, ranking with 394 as that ball sails out. Jason Diot at the line now. My apologies, that's Kyle Perot at the line from Sudbury, Ontario, second-year player. Kwiatkowski. And that one falls. Nolan Komautang with the point. Looking to tie this game up at the line now. Nolan Komautang with 51 kills on the season, 42 digs. Great serve, aggressive. George. And that one's going to fall in favor of St. Clair. We have a tie game. Strong hit by Liam Hansen there. Nonetheless, St. Clair coming away with the possession. Komautang now looking for the lead as he comes to the service stripe. That one's into the net. Couple of service errors for St. Clair off the bat, and they're down by 1. At the line now with Sebastian Tremblay for the second time this game. Paul Kwiatkowski. Richard. Brisebois. And he gets that one to fall. Matt Babineau deflected off into the Cambrian bench. We have a tie game once again. Zach Walls coming to the line for the second time tonight. Great serve, gets it low. George. Oh! Great shot inside. Curtis Brisebois for Sudbury. They take a 1-point lead. Liam Hansen back to the line. Serves up. Long. Back and forward game so far here on We Digital. And Matt Babineau will now go to the line. The second-year player out of Windsor, Ontario. Deflects just to see. Paul Kwiatkowski with the set. Richard, too far. Point Cambrian. Little impatient there by Komautang. Curtis Brisebois back to the service line. And that one's long. Couple of service errors. We've got ourselves a 15-15 ball game. Arthur Richard finds himself at the line again. And another service error. We've got about 4 already in the first set. Make that 5. Jason Diot back to serve. The set. Tipped off of a Shield player. And St. Clair is going to get the point right there. Great play by Nolan Komautang. Second year from Pencourt. Calvin Kett returns to the line. Solid hit over. Quick spike. And the tool, that's going to go in favor of Cambrian there. Didn't hit anybody on the way back. Good reaction there from the Cambrian bench. This is Sam George back at the line. First year player out of Sudbury. Hard to handle and kicked by Walls. And that's going to be another touch. One too many. That one went off the foot of Walls. It's going to be a timeout, St. Clair. The pressure is on. Coach Sean Rayom going to take a break with his team. Looking at the head-to-head comparison this season, Saints are winning in most offensive statistics, but it's that defense. Defensive Cambrian holding tight this season. One of the best defensive ranking teams in the OCAA. Also a team that doesn't commit a lot of errors. They rank number 2 in service errors. That's a good stat. One stat that they rank pretty low in is blocks per set. They rank second last there. St. Clair, on the other hand, they're second last in blocks per, or third last in blocks per set as well. My name's Hudson Hyde. Thank you guys for joining us here on We Digital. We're at a St. Clair timeout right now, but this has been a very entertaining first set. 16-18 is the score in favor of Cambrian. Back and forward, but St. Clair just needed to clean up some of these errors. After St. Clair calls the timeout, Cambrian will serve. It's a surprising stat that they rank so low in blocks yet have such a tall lineup. Mind you, both of these teams rank pretty low in blocks per game. Kwiatkowski. Babino lets that drop. Matt Babino, second-year player. Been great for St. Clair so far in the first set. Nick Kwiatkowski. It's up. That one could have gone long. C recovers. Smacked in and mishandled by Arthur Richard. Kyle Perot will get credit with the kill there. As he heads to the service line. St. Clair bench and student section making noise right now. And that one's into the net. St. Clair student section now has a lot more women in there after the women's team has moved towards there. They just beat Cambrian in a 5th set thriller here at the Sportsplex. Nolan Komautang. That one's far. C recovers. George. The call is St. Clair point. Didn't touch anybody going through. Liam Hansen sends that one just wide to the right. And we have a tie game. Nolan Komautang at the service line. And that one goes way over. Not what St. Clair needed right there. 19-20. Substitution coming in. Connor Dorsey. Sebastian Tremblay will exit. This is Connor Dorsey, second-year player out of Toronto. Great serve. Kwiatkowski. Babineau. A little far, but handled. Kwiatkowski again. Richard. Saved in by Cambrian. Blocked and touched at the end by Connor Dorsey. If he would have not touched that, I don't know if that would have been in bounds. Nonetheless, St. Clair point 20-20 here in the first set. Walls. First year out of Windsor, Ontario. And that one goes far. Walls sails that one. Liam Hansen now from Perth, Ontario. Great serve. Kwiatkowski sets Richard out of bounds. Sean Rome. Can't believe that right there. Liam Hansen to serve once more. That's a low serve, and that's going to be an ace. Just lands. Comartin. And that forces St. Clair to call a timeout. Coach is going to need to cook something up because Cambrian is pressing to win this first set. Checking in on some of the leaders this season. Cale Wilkinson, haven't seen him thus far this game. He is suited up with 143 points. A lot of blocks, a lot of kills. But it's Liam Hansen on the other side leading in those categories as well. Liam Hansen, 6th in the OCAA in kills per set. Cale Wilkinson, 4th in the OCAA at 3.43 kills per set. Once again, Cale Wilkinson is suited up, but we have yet to see him enter the game. Very important piece for this lineup. You know that guy is a cannon for an arm. Jonas Sertosi, another big piece for the lineup. He also isn't suiting up. Cale Wilkinson earned himself 12 kills in a 3-set game last time these two teams met on October 20th in Sudbury. Ready to take the floor once more. This is Liam Hansen with a chance to earn his team a set point. The serve. It's low. Good handle by Comartin. To Babineau. Gets that one in low. George with the recover. C. Finds it shallow. Kwiatkowski. Over to Babineau. Once more. Kicked. Trickles around there. Nonetheless, St. Clair coming away with a big point. Calvin Kett will get credit there. As is Arthur Richard to the line. That one's recovered in by Perot. The spike. That one's going to go out of bounds. A lot of noise being made by these Cambrian fans here. Set point for Cambrian. St. Clair was unable to come away with a set last time these two teams played. We'll get to that in a moment. Little discussion going on between the officials and Arthur Richard. About the positioning on the court. Curtis Brisebois with the serve on the set point. Low serve. Kwiatkowski just sends that one over. George. And it's in. Liam Hansen, cold-blooded. 25-21 is the score after one. Cambrian leads 1-0. You're watching OCAA men's basketball here on We Digital.
Like our champions, we know what it takes to win. Every day we put on our uniforms and we strive to be the best. Ring after ring, we keep practicing until it becomes second nature. Our craftsmen have put in thousands of hours to master their trade. And when things get tough, we make the adjustments needed to stay on top. Baron Championship rings. This is who we are.
We know there are a lot of choices for business today. We know how to get your brand out to the masses. We would like you to think of us first when it comes to digital advertising. We have a direct connection to the online social media marketplace. We have thousands of hours of broadcast experience to help you share your message. We know Windsor Essex. We know who is looking for you. We are We Digital.
Welcome back to the Sportsplex here in Windsor, Ontario, on the campus of St. Clair College. Cambrian took the first set 25-21. The score is now 1-0 in favor of the Shield. Now, I mentioned before that these two teams played last time on October 20th. The set scores of those games 25-21, 25-20, and 25-17, all three in favor of Cambrian. My name's Hudson Hine. Thank you guys for joining us on We Digital. If you're new to the channel, remember to like and subscribe. It really helps our broadcast out. But for now, we have a great volleyball game on our hands. St. Clair stayed in, but they just needed to clean up some of those errors. In total, 10 errors for St. Clair. Really needing to clean those up if they want to come away with a win at home here on this Saturday afternoon. Moments away from the serve to begin the second set. Cambrian to serve here. This will be Sam George at the line. A lot of the student section moving over to the Cambrian side as they get one right into the net away. Student section loving that one. We have a student section on the left side and one on the right side now. It's all the student section. Kowaitakowski. He'll serve. Low serve right there. Hansen off a face or two. I think he just got that point with his face. Look at here at the replay. Now that's using your head. He did. The serve is up. Instantly hit over. Close to a net violation there, but Cambrian earns the point. Aggressive play by Kyle Perreault there. He's going to go to the line, second-year player out of Sudbury, Ontario. Kyle Perreault. Handled by Richard. Over to Walls. That's a lift. They're saying Richard lifted right there. Cambrian gets the point. A lot of noise being made by the St. Clair stands right now. Can you feel the atmosphere? Kyle Perreault, the serve is up. Handled by Richard. Kwiatkowski. Over to Comartin. He gets it in. C couldn't handle it. As you see on the replay, just getting that one underneath the hand of James C. Nolan Comartin to serve. And that's an ace. Nolan Comartin ties this one up in the second set. Comartin to serve. After the ace, it's up. Just past the line. That one was very close right there to a second back-to-back ace. Nonetheless, the Shield will take a 1-point lead. 4-3 is your score. Sebastian Tremblay. He gets this one in. Shallow serve. Kwiatkowski smashes that one home. Arthur Richard. That's going to get the Saints back to the line. Zach Walls. Went to Bremen High School. Smacks that one off the net. And the lead goes to Cambrian. Liam Hansen to serve. Richard handles. Babineau. Fought off in the back. Great hit right there. Liam Hansen earns the Shield a point. The set by George. Block going just off of the hand of Arthur Richard. Hansen back at the line. That one goes wide. St. Clair with the point. The lead is now 1. Matt Babineau with a chance to close the gap. That one's up. That one curves down. George, and that one's going to go wide. St. Clair point. No contact. Looked like he was trying to get himself a tool there, but nobody ended up falling for the trick. That was Curtis Brisebois that sent it out of bounds. 6-6 is your score. Babineau, great serve. George, quick serve. Oh! And that one might have gone off ahead. Might have gone off Calvin Kett's head. Back to the line is Curtis Brisebois. Short, Richard. Quick hit over top. Smart play. They're going to get a healthy possession here. Kett. Way to keep it in, but nobody home. St. Clair ties this one back up at 7. Great play by Calvin Kett. Brisebois tried to keep it in, but nobody seemed to be 8 yards out of the right sideline. Arthur Richard smacks that one low. And nobody knows. Dead zone ball between two defenders. Going to give Cambrian a point. As you see the confusion between Pahal and Richard. Who's going to get it? Not me. 8-7 Cambrian. Jason Diot, tallest player on this Cambrian roster. Cat. And that one's going to be blocked way long. Unintentional, but we're back tied at 8. Teams going back and forward, exchanging points here in the second set here on We Digital. Convening going on between captains and the official. Small dispute. And we play on. Kwiatkowski talking to the official. And Brisebois. Cat serves it. Hits the net. Ricocheted away, and it's a 9-8 lead for Cambrian. This gets Sam George to the line now. Great serve. Couldn't get that one. Arthur Richard with a fastball low. Giving an ace to Sam George. Sam George has been very impressive thus far in this game as he hits the net. Announcer jinx of the century there. But he's a first-year player. As we see on the replay, just didn't get that one over. Tried to line it a little bit too much. Kwiatkowski will serve. And that one's going long. Back-to-back service errors. Kyle Perot to serve now. It's been a mixture of the bench and the women's team making noise for both squads here at the Sportsplex tonight. Paul digs that one up. C with a good play. Outside Walls. Can't touch that one twice. Liam Hansen with the kill. Kyle Perot. Hard deflection there off the shoulder of Paul. Fabino just has to send that one over. Walls with the rejection at the net. Paul keeps that one up. It's alive. Kwiatkowski gets that over the net. George. Aggressive. Smash into the left side of the court by Liam Hansen. See on the replay, George, some misdirection. Couldn't get the block set up for St. Clair there, and they have a 4-point lead here in the second set. Still no sighting of Cale Wilkinson so far. Kwiatkowski rejected at the line. Cold-blooded Curtis Brisebois. Cambrian bench loving that one. Timeout, St. Clair. 5-point lead. Let's check some stats after that first set. St. Clair winning in the kills category. They're also winning in the service errors category. 10 service errors. You have got to be kidding me. That's almost near half of their points. That is half of their points off of errors alone. St. Clair needs to clean up their game right now. Nonetheless, when their offense has looked good, it's been very useful for them. We just need to see more carefulness with the ball. That's what I talked to Coach about with the game. He wants to make sure they're making the right pass attempts. They want to be serving aggressively, not too aggressively with 10 service errors. Something's a little bit too aggressive there. But he also mentioned to score when we need it the most. On the Cambrian side, they're just looking balanced all over the floor. Some key stats in that. George, 7 assists. Hansen with 2 kills himself. On the St. Clair side, Komatang earned himself 3 kills. And Kwiatkowski got himself 9 assists. Komatang also had 3 service errors. This is Perot at the line. Kwiatkowski rejected. Point Cambrian. It's a block party at the Sportsplex tonight. Perot will remain at the line. The 6'1" player out of Sudbury. Kwiatkowski, Walls, says too small to the Cambrian front line. Much needed point there for Walls. Look how he really quickly decides, yeah, I'm just going to throw this thing down. He doesn't take any time with it. He just picks his spot on the floor and delivers. 5-point deficit here. Tipped, misdirection. Cambrian recovers. Out of bounds. St. Clair on a 2-0 run. 11-15 is your score in favor of Cambrian. As we see here on the replay, good set once again. George, it just goes wide. Too much power. Nolan Komatang. Great serve that time. Inside of the net, double touch. Walls. Substitution for Cambrian right now. James C. checks out. That's Jason Diot in. At the service line is Sebastian Tremblay from Ottawa, Ontario. He's the second tallest player on this roster, coming in at 6'7". Couple blocks this game by him so far. Babineau! Great play. Caught Cambrian off guard. Second-year player who went to St. Joe's High School in Tecumseh, Ontario. Walls. Back to serve. It's up. It's over. Powerful serve. George. Long, and it couldn't be handled. Nolan Komatang has the ball sit between his legs. Liam Hansen to serve here. Been a very efficient server thus far in this game. He's got 2 aces. Richard. Way too much heat on. Looking for a call on a touch, but nope. Doesn't look like it happened. I don't think it happened either. We're going to check on this replay here. Maybe there was. I think there was a touch there. There was definitely a touch there. The ref's conferring right now. Side judge might have a different opinion. They're going to call Cambrian point. We checked the replay. It looked like there was a touch at the front line. I didn't see it live. Timeout called by St. Clair. Let's take a look at the standings right here. St. Clair, very different position than they were in last year. Third last in their side in the West. 4-9 on the season, only with 8 points. To be fair, they are pretty contested with the other teams above them. But Cambrian Shield trying to come away and pull away from that bottom pack. They have 14 points, 7-4 record on the season. St. Clair is 2-3 at home this season. They started off the season 2-1. During the entire month of November, they went 0-6. And then they went back to being 2-1 after that in the month of December. So remove the month of November for this team. They're 4-2. Nonetheless, that record will come to haunt them as the season goes by. My name's Hudson Hine. Thank you guys for joining us on this ride here on We Digital. Remember to like and subscribe if you're watching on the YouTube channel. And if you're watching from Sudbury, thank you guys for joining. Shout out to Sudbury. And Cambrian will have a chance to pull away in this second set. They already won the first set. Great first set. The offense has come alive. Thank you to Liam Hansen, Sam George, and a bunch of others. Low serve, almost had his third ace of the game. James C. kept in. Arthur Richard with an awkward one. That looked like a lift. Nothing called. Pancake on the floor. Calvin Kett gets it back over. This is a rally. Point Cambrian. No call on the lift on Cambrian there. That one looked clear as day. Nonetheless, 19-12. Cambrian leads. Liam Hansen at the line. Great play by James C. to keep that point alive, though, on the rally. Kowalski quickly over to Calvin Kett. That one gets the tool. 6-point deficit, and here comes Cale Wilkinson to check in. St. Clair's leader in offense this season is going to check in for Kowalski. Also checking in, Sean Kennedy will check in as well. From Victoria, British Columbia, second-year player. He will serve. Gripped up by Curtis Brisebois. And players tripping over each other's feet. Looks like Curtis Brisebois and Sam George just ran into each other here. Leaving that ball for Brisebois. Saints getting away with one there. Great serve by Kennedy. George, oh my goodness, with the fake. He made it look like he was going with the right. He smacked it down with the left. Great play there by Jason Diot, the fourth man player. Curtis Brisebois. What was? They're calling a service error right. I'm a little bit confused on the intention of what he was trying to do there. Coach, looking awfully. He chuckled at the attempt. As Arthur Richard will serve into the net. So more substitutions going on. Sebastian Tremblay will come in. Connor Dorsey will go in. James C. coming off, as well as Jason Diot. Connor Dorsey from Toronto. Way long. St. Clair needed that point right there. 21-16. Another substitution. Sahil Bahardwaj comes in. He'll go to the service line. First we're seeing a Bahardwaj in this game. The serve is up and it's into the net. Service errors killing St. Clair right now. Calvin Kett checking in. Baharwaj out. Sam George looking to pull away 3 points until they can claim this second set. 22-16 right now at the Sportsplex. Komate sends that one into the bench. Caught there on the sideline. Sails that really far. Giving Cambrian much needed points to close this second set out. 23-16, 1-0 lead in the set score for Cambrian. Pahal recovers and spikes that one into the net. Point St. Clair. Cale Wilkinson at the line. Much needed offensive piece for St. Clair. They're going to try to get him to go in the offense, and that one sails wide. Point St. Clair. Once again, Cale Wilkinson checking in. He had 12 kills last time these two teams met on October 20th of 2024. Hits that one to the net to bring up set point for the Shield. This is Kyle Perot with a chance to put this set away. The serve is up. Paul. Wilkinson, long range. Good dig right there by the Shield. Walls off C. With their back against the wall, Zach Walls finds a way to keep this set alive. Great set by Sean Kennedy. Komate! What a fitting ending to the second set. Another service error for the St. Clair Saints. Cambrian takes that one 2-0, 25-19. We'll see you guys after this intermission here on We Digital.
We Digital Productions is a local media and broadcasting company looking for sponsors in the Windsor-Essex area to help bring local events online and to the world. Sponsor opportunities include broadcast title sponsorships, scoreboard logo placements, replay sponsorship, and commercial spots for all of our broadcasts. By sponsoring We Digital, you're not only helping us, but also helping the communities and events we work with. Your branding will appear on all St. Clair varsity streams as we are their exclusive stream provider. We also cover national events like multiple Baseball Canada National Championships, squash international tournaments, and the CJFL. Any event we cover, you will be a sponsor of. We Digital is also a major partner of the Westby Awards, providing the annual award show with live stream and in-house production. Sponsorship packages can be made to include Westby and We Digital ad placements. For more information, contact us by sending an email to dom@we-tv.ca. With your sponsorship help, we are able to provide local athletes with professional coverage of their games to help them be seen by scouts and continue their athletic careers, as well as make great memories for the athletes and parents to watch for years to come. Your sponsorship will also help cover more events like the Spelling Bee and Rotary Auction. The more sponsors we can get, the more local events we can cover. If you're looking to get involved with the local community and become a sponsor, please email dom@we-tv.ca and we can find a package that works with your budget. We Digital, bringing Windsor, Essex to the digital world.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sportsplex here in Windsor, Ontario for We Digital's presentation of OCAA men's volleyball. Our score is 2-0 in the sets for Cambrian. They took the first set 25-21, the second set 25-19. It's been a back and forward game, but the story has been the service errors going opposed to St. Clair. Many service errors there in that last set, but nonetheless they have a chance to redeem themselves in the third set or crumble. A lot of entertainment going on from the Cambrian bench so far. Their women's team is in the stands after they lost a 5-set thriller to the St. Clair women's team earlier today. We want to welcome those who are just joining us now. Please remember to like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. It helps our broadcast out immensely. We're just about to get underway here from the Sportsplex. The start of the third set. St. Clair's back is against the wall. Who's going to come up big for the Saints? The serve is up. Kwiatkowski with a beautiful serve. Handled well by Walls there. See, sets George. Gauthier just able to get that one over. And that's a play by Cale Wilkinson. Starting things off well for St. Clair's offense, 1-0. They lost the first point on back-to-back sets in the first and the second. Third set, different story. And that's an ace. Back line right there. It was close. Nonetheless, Kwiatkowski earning himself an ace. As he'll return to the line, 2-0 St. Clair. George. Outside. Hansen. Had to call that name a couple times tonight with an aggressive spike down below. Kyle Perot. Good serve. Kwiatkowski. Walls, Jeff's at the line. Walls again. C recovers. George. Hansen again. Richard recovers. Walls. C able to pick this one up. Outside. Pahal. Good dig. Wilkinson. Needs to get that one over on the third touch. George. Smack down the line. It rode the roller coaster. Nonetheless, Cambrian comes away with that point. Kyle Perot at the line. It's a close play, unlucky for St. Clair. 2-2 is our score in the third set. Perot, back line, Paul. Comatang, not able to fall. And that one didn't make it over. St. Clair point. 3-2, 1 point lead for St. Clair. Nolan Comatsang, Stony Point. And he hits that one into the line. That is Comautang's 6th service error of the game so far. And we've only played 2 sets. St. Clair has to control their service errors if they want to win this. Richard Kwiatkowski. Over to Wilkinson. Good pancake right there. And the tool. Arthur Richard, great play at the net. They take a 1-point lead. Calvin Kett now subbing in for Pahal. C subbing in for Tremblay. Walls. Went to Villanova High School here in Windsor. As that one goes wide. This is Liam Hansen. Went to Perth District High School, second-year player. Richard. It's a ball. They just need to get this one over. George. Great play at the net. Looked like there was a little bit of contact. Jason Diot. Over for the slam. And Cambrian now with a 1-point lead. Liam Hansen at the stripe. Aggressive Kwiatkowski. Richard sails that. Nobody wanted any business to do with that on Cambrian. Disciplined volleyball earns them a point. As Liam Hansen will serve for the third time in a row. Richard, Kwiatkowski, Wilkinson. You know it. You know it. If you've ever watched Cale Wilkinson, that's just how it goes around here. Cale Wilkinson earns the kill. The lead has been cut down to 1. He'll go to the service line. And that one, far. Just along that back line. Wilkinson. Kwiatkowski. Richard. Oh, plays the jump. Too many hits. That's going to be St. Clair point. Very well played by Arthur Richard there. He sold the spike. He'll go to the line. The serve is up. Short. 2 players dive for that. Perot rejected. George sets it. Hansen rejected once more. Calvin Kett smacks that one into the net. Point Cambrian. It was a great play by St. Clair. Just messes up his timing on his jump, which inevitably made that one spike into the net. Jason Diot. And there was a call against St. Clair there. And they got an out of rotation call. The side judge making that call. Calvin Kett reorders point Cambrian off of a positional error. Jason Diot. And an ace. No St. Clair player wanted anything to do with that timeout. Saints. Cambrian came in hot. And they're looking to put the nail in the coffin here at the Sportsplex. After the second set, let's look at the stats here. One stat I'd like to look at in particular, the service errors. 18 of the points in the first 2 sets came off of service errors. You can almost make a whole set with service error points for Cambrian. They've been playing a pretty clean game otherwise, but nonetheless, those service errors have put a bullet in the foot of this St. Clair Saints team. Cale Wilkinson coming in relatively late, but it almost seems like every single time that they respond to Cambrian is followed up by a service error. Speaking of following up, Boreal Vipers come to play St. Clair at the Sportsplex tomorrow. The men play at noon and the women play at 2 p.m. here on We Digital. You can find it on the St. Clair YouTube channel, highlights on the We Digital. We also have Lions football on tonight for those interested. A lot of Lions fans around the Windsor region. They'll play at 8 p.m. They're hosting the Washington Commanders. You cannot find that one on We Digital. And they stopped the play there. And they will reserve. This is Jason Diot at the line. Richard Kwiatkowski. Komatse! That one's into the booth. St. Clair with a much-needed point. Calvin Kett will head to the service line. It's up. George. Nothing there. Blocked by Komaute. That one hits the floor. St. Clair on a little run for themselves. Calvin will remain serving. First-year player went to Brennan. And another service error for St. Clair. Calvin Kett subs off. Pahal subs in from Kitchener, Ontario. Sam George. Long serve. Wilkinson keeps it in. Gomatain just has to send it over. C. George. Great dig. Walls. Great recovery there by Hansen. St. Clair unable to come up with that one. The lead is now 3-4 for Cambrian. As you can see, some excitement on that Shield bench. Sam George, back-to-back serves. Kwiatkowski, Wilkinson, too far. The lead is now 5 as Wilkinson sails that one over. One more set to close this out for Cambrian. Can they do it? Off the net, Paul recovers. Comarte down the line. No touch. Cambrian point. They're on a little streak of their own right now. 5-0 run. Sam George. He's at the stripe once more. To serve. Great serve once more by Sam George. Comarte. C keeps it up. Pahal. C keeps it alive one more time. Hansen. Long send. Kwiatkowski. Smart play. Double touch. Not called, but it is called now. Much needed point for the St. Clair Saints. They're going to discuss this call further. I thought I saw a double touch myself. Curtis Brisebois not able to convince the official. There's one touch. There's two touches right there. And Brisebois was the one pleading his case. He was also the one guilty of the complaint. Kwiatkowski to serve. Saints need to muster a comeback, a big one if they want to win this at the Sportsplex. C. Hansen hits the ground, miscommunication on the St. Clair front. Great pass by Kyle Perot there, as he will go to the service line. Cambrians looked really sharp with their passing, with their assist mechanics. A lot of the behind the backs. Kyle Perot. High arcing. Wilkinson to the back corner. Perot gets that one. Kwiatkowski, no one can track the ball. Walls and Nolan come outside, couldn't find it. Time out, St. Clair to regroup. They're down 7 here at the Sportsplex. Trying not to fall to 4-10 on the season. They're 2-3 at home this season. Looking to avoid making that 2-4. Let's look at Nick Kwiatkowski. 394 assists on the season. That ranks second in the entire OCAA. He's been juicing out assists all game. But we can't just ask him to do all of that work. He's also had a couple of service errors, which has really killed this team. As we see some young Saints fans in the audience, they look like they're having fun at this game. That game, 2-0 in the sets in favor of Cambrian. Our next live stream next week in OCAA basketball will be the women's basketball hosting the Lambton Lions at 6 p.m. here on We Digital. Following that, the men will play at 8 p.m. That'll happen on Wednesday, January 22nd here in Windsor, Ontario. Kyle Perot. Kwiatkowski to set. To Walls. Great play. They needed that one. St. Clair point. Sending Combe outside into the line. Subbing on Jaden Knuckles from Windsor, Ontario. Went to Massey, fourth-year player. His first action tonight, as the number 10 looks to serve. Great serve to the back left. George. Point St. Clair, net violation. Tremblay, a little too handsy on the net. He commits a violation. That'll get Knuckles back to the line. Foot close to that line. And an aggressive, dominant, forceful point by Liam Hansen. He's brought the power tonight. You do not want to take one of this guy's fastballs off the face. Seen one of those tonight. Cohen Gillett seeing some action from Chatham. As he hits the net, Gillett just comes up short, close to a great serve right there. With that being said, Gillett will sub off, and so will Tremblay. Zach Walls serves that one into the net. Showing frustration after that error. Cambrian very close to putting this game away. Glad you guys could all join us on We Digital tonight. We've had two great games. Pahal, Kwiatkowski, Wilkinson. Cold-blooded. When he hits it, he hits it. You can feel that one about a city over. Kwiatkowski going to sub out now. Sean Kennedy comes in the game. Matt Babineau also. Cale Wilkinson's going to check out. But that's going to put Sean Kennedy to the line. Went to Belmont Secondary School in Victoria, British Columbia. Good serve by Sean Kennedy. Saved. Babineau. Left side. George keeps that one in. Into the net. Point St. Clair. He didn't give him enough room to attack that. Would have been very hard to get a kill there. Nonetheless, St. Clair will grab themselves a much needed point. Set up aggressive spike there by Brisebois. Brisebois again! Knuckles keeps that one up. Over to Hansen, that's blocked. They're calling out of bounds. Love to see a replay of that. They're going to discuss. That one did look out of bounds. It did look out of bounds as Brisebois will head to the line. Point, Cambrian, Kennedy, up. Babineau gets the tool. Every point here is going to be crucial for the St. Clair Saints in this final stretch of the third set. Looking to force a fourth set, to which they would also need to force a fifth set. Cambrian with a 2-0 lead. Off the net. Brisebois. That one's blocked. Scuffle between Knuckles and Kent. Nonetheless, great play there by Diot. He'll sub off. Dorsey coming in. Liam Hansen been playing an outstanding game so far. Dorsey. Kennedy shoots that one at a deer in headlights. Connor Dorsey couldn't have done anything on that. He was off balance. So Calvin Kett takes advantage of it. 4-point lead for Cambrian here. 5 more points for the Shield. And this game is over. This is Sahil Baharji. George. Back to Hansen. Baharwad unable to recoup that as Kelvin Kett will sub back in. Simran Pahal also subbing in at the libero position. George to serve. Great serve. And it's smacked right back over. Great play by Kyle Perot. He takes advantage of the empty St. Clair defense on that play. Sam George. Richard Walls needs to get that over. Knuckles does instead. George. Hansen. Point Cambrian. Net violation there. They can force a set game point, as we see here on the replay. Nothing to be done. Sam George with a chance to force a set point. And he gets that one into the net. St. Clair with a much-needed point to stay alive in this 6-point deficit. Can they come back? Low serve. George. Recovered by Richard. Kennedy. Babineau. Got it by George. Over to C. Hansen. Point St. Clair. Once again, very needed. 2 points needed to put this game away for Cambrian, but St. Clair not going away. Great play there, Comautin takes advantage of the wounded soldier. Once again, not going away here in this third set. Matt Babineau. Oh, great serve. Ace for St. Clair. Timeout. They want to kill that momentum. I always say that momentum is a huge part of volleyball. Maybe bigger than most sports. Nonetheless, timeouts can always kill momentum. And that is what Cambrian is looking to do. With 2 points necessary to put this game away and advance to 8-4 on their season. Both of these teams will be playing tomorrow. St. Clair against Boreal. As we look at Curtis Brisebois, 94 kills on the season, 62 digs. He's an offense and defensive player. He's been a pretty good blocker tonight, earning himself 2 of those. But nonetheless, he's been everywhere. Brisebois having a pretty good 2024-2025 campaign. As we get set, St. Clair to serve. As we have Liam Hansen saying hello to Mrs. Hansen. Matt Babineau. Great serve, C. High arcing, George. Just needing to get that one over. Comautin! That one falls. The lead is 2 now. Nolan Comautin. Matt Babineau with the serve. Into the net. What is new? Game point here for Cambrian. Will they put it away at the Sportsplex? Perot to serve. Richard. Kennedy. Comautin. Just gets it back in. Hansen! He calls game. 1-800 game called. 3-0 is your final score. 25-21, 25-19, and 25-21. Once again, Cambrian advances to 8-4. St. Clair falling to 4-10 here on the season. Much different than last season for the St. Clair Saints. But it's Boreal tomorrow here at the Sportsplex. You will find that on We Digital. We want to thank you guys all for watching at home. Please remember to like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. I'm Hudson Hind. And remember, the men and the women are both playing. The men will go first. They'll play at noon, followed by the women at 2 p.m. Eastern Time for OCAA Volleyball on We Digital. Once again, I'm Hudson Hind. And we will see you again on Wednesday, January 22nd. The women playing at 6 p.m., the men playing at 8 p.m. That's OCAA basketball. That'll also be on We Digital. Again, I want to thank you guys all for showing out to these 2 great games between Cambrian and St. Clair here in Windsor, Ontario at the Sportsplex. Thank you guys all for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one tomorrow.